Good afternoon. Welcome to the news at noon. I am Yetunde Oladotun Amao. President Bola Tinubu met heads of security and paramilitary agencies behind closed doors during a National Security Council meeting. The security meeting was held shortly after the Federal Executive Council meeting was abruptly called off with no reasons. Addressing State House correspondents after the meeting, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, says the meeting briefed the President on the situation following the hijack of the ongoing protests by criminal elements. He also spoke on the need for the military to keep the nation's sovereignty intact, ardent that democracy has come to stay in the country and the military is determined to keep the hard-earned democratic governance by facing off enemies of the state.
Nigeria is to defend democracy and ensure that democracy continues to strive. We will not accept anyone pushing or taking any action, seemingly or for whatever reason, to want to push for any change of government. Democracy is what we stand for. Democracy is what we continue to defend. For those of them flying flags, if you see a lot of them are kids being pushed to do that. We're following up with those ones that are sponsoring them, those that are pushing them, because you know the flags were also made. We identified those areas and we're going to take serious action against that. The president is clear on his instructions for us not to accept anyone that wants to disrupt the peace and tranquility of Nigeria.
General Musa further expressed a strong synergy among the nation's security agencies towards facing off enemies of the state, as their constitutional mandate stipulates.
Individuals that are willing to take advantage of it to cause mayhem, and we can see clearly what has happened since it has commenced. Criminals have taken over, a lot of looting, a lot of stealing and all sorts happening. And besides that, we're also aware that I'm seeing, all of us have seen it, where some foreign flags have been flown within the sovereignty of Nigeria, and that is totally unacceptable. We are warning in clear terms, and the president has also said we should convey this, that we will not accept anybody, any individual flying any foreign flag in Nigeria. That is treasonable offense, and it will be viewed and treated as such.
The Chief of Defense Staff, accompanied by other service chiefs and heads of nation security architecture, attended the Security Council meetings. The Vice President, Kashim Shettima, Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, and the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, were also in attendance. In the meantime, Lagos residents have been advised to go about their business activities as normalcy returns to the country's commercial capital. Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga Omotosho, says ministries, departments, and government agencies are open and have been attending to members of the public. Adetola Kayode reports.
Commercial and business activities have picked up in Lagos after some of the protesters called off what was supposed to be day 5 of the End Bad Governance protest. Normal activities returned with pockets of traffic jam around the state capital, Ikeja. At the state secretariat, Alausa, public servants were seen going about their designated duties till the close of work. It was also business as usual for the State Executive Council, with the chairman and the governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, presiding over the weekly Monday council meeting alongside the deputy governor, Obafemi Hamzat, and other Rexco members. Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga Omotosho, assured that all is well in Lagos, advising people to go about their normal duties without any fear. He commended Lagosians for choosing peace over distraction and anarchy.
All is well in Lagos. It shall continue to be well. All the services we are rendering in the civil service, we will continue to render without any problem. All Lagosians to continue to open their businesses, go about their businesses without any form of fear at all, of any harassment or of any intimidation by everybody. Lagosians are choosing to be peaceful. They are choosing to shun anarchy. They are choosing to embrace good governance.
Omotosho says the phone lines activated by Mr. Governor are still open for further engagements as they are already inundated with calls from the people. The lines are 0802-522-4347, 0811-965-5788, and 0707-717-8295.
We have received thousands of calls for people who are talking, and that means that Lagosians want to talk, they want to show understanding, they want to elect dialogue as against anarchy.
He also assured Lagosians of Governor Sanwo-Olu's commitment to delivering the dividends of democracy via its Things Plus agenda. Adetola Kayode, OTV News.
From Kaduna comes a report that the State Police Command have arrested 39 suspects in connection with inciting violence, displaying Russian and Chinese flags, as well as vandalizing public and private property in various parts of the state. Spokesperson of the Kaduna State Police Command, Mansur Hassan, says the suspect exploited the End Bad Governance protest and unleashed violence against innocent residents. Hassan said when the police, in collaboration with other security agencies, intervened to restore order, the suspects became hostile and resorted to using stones, catapults, and other weapons against them. The spokesman asked that 38 Russian flags, 1 Chinese flag, 2 catapults with a bag of stones, and various vandalized items were recovered from the suspects. He says the hoodlums damaged properties belonging to the Kaduna State Vigilance Service, a car belonging to a journalist, a New Generation Bank at Tudunwada in Kaduna South Local Government, and the zonal office of the Kaduna Traffic Law Enforcement Agency in Zaria. Meanwhile, the Kaduna State Commissioner of Police, Ali Dabigi, has warned residents to adhere to the 24-hour curfew imposed on Kaduna and Zaria Metropoli. He also vowed that violators will face arrest and prosecution by the law and appealed to the citizens to cooperate with the police and other security agencies during this critical period. The acting governor of Katsina State, Farouk Jobe, has approved the review of a 24-hour restriction of movement order imposed on Datsima local government area and 33 local government areas of the state. He granted the review of the Datsina curfew after receiving a report on an improved security situation in the area. The acting governor, who chaired a State Security Council meeting, directed that the ban on unusual gatherings and all types of protests remains throughout the state. He appreciates the civil manner which the security agent handled the hoodlums who hijacked the peaceful protest. He also thanked parents, guardians, and community leaders who cautioned the children and youth from joining the bandwagon of the miscreants. Meanwhile, the State Security Council has announced the arrest of several youths in connection with the recent violence, looting, and vandalism of public and private property. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has expressed concern over the ongoing protests in Nigeria, lamenting reports of violence, fatalities, and property destruction. Though ECOWAS emphasized the rights of citizens to peaceful protest as enshrined in the 2001 ECOWAS Supplementary Protocol on Democracy and Good Governance and Nigeria's 1999 Constitution, it however sues for caution. ECOWAS urged protesters and other stakeholders to heed the President's call for an inclusive dialogue to address grievances and ensure peace and security in Nigeria and the sub-region. The Commission extends condolences to the families of those who died and express sympathy for the Nigerian government and its people for the losses incurred. In sports, Favour Ofili Blessing Oborododo will be the signature of all eyes as Team Nigeria feature in the women's 200-meter final. Sports correspondent Ijoma Chibo reports.
Before then, Nigerians will be glued to their screens by 5:15 p.m. as Blessing Oborododo seeks to deliver the first Nigerian medal of the Paris 2024 Olympics in the 65 kg freestyle wrestling bronze medal fight. Oborododo, who won silver medal at the last Olympics in Tokyo, will be willing to make up for her inability to reach the final of the event this time after she suffered a narrow 3-1 defeat to Kazakhstan's Marin Zukamazavarova in the semi-final on Monday night. The painful defeat ends her Paris Olympic gold dream, but she is the favorite to deliver the bronze against North Korea's Park Sol-gum and have Olympic medal in her cabinet. Also, national record holder in the men's 400 meters hurdles, Ezekiel Nathaniel, has set his sight on the gold medal after qualifying for the semi-finals of the event at the Paris 2024 Olympics on Monday. Nathaniel had an impressive run from lane 3 to place second in 48.38 seconds, his fourth fastest time ever, to qualify for the semi-finals today. Nathaniel is the first Nigerian athlete in 12 years to make the semi-finals of the 400 meters hurdles at the Olympics, and the 21-year-old is hoping to do much better than Amechi Morton at London 2012 and Henry Amike at Los Angeles 1984.
That's the news at noon. For more news, please connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms.